and this ramen-loving gal.
This is a tall order for sure. We'll have to see what Pink Fresh has in store for Dexter. Let's get it started here on PS2 Grand Finals.
Would you expect it any other way, Scabs?
Absolutely not, Let It Rain.
Of course. Look at that. And they just did the beautiful play of just kind of pointing, looking at each other from across the screen, throwing out arms and blasters, and starting comfortable and close because Dexter realizes he has to close the gap, and that's what we're really seeing right out the gate.
Already 50%, but whiffing that grab, and that is big right now because Pink Fresh has a big reversal right here, trying to go ahead and catch out the jump of the neutral air, but Dexter getting a little bit over-aggressive. That up smash would not have killed at all, so now you've just powered up Min Min's Dragon and very nearly getting the kill, but the up B on stage, that is a interesting option to say the least. And then the Wolf Flash on stage, another interesting option, perhaps a bit of over-eagerness here on Dexter's side.
Exactly, some late-night unorthodox play coming in from Dex, who's just kind
so
of running
low.
off stage. Got to get all the flubs out in game one, you know? Got a lot of the weird stuff out, so win or lose, you have a fresher mind going into the rest of this set.
Dash attack forcing Pink Fresh low. No, great weight right there by Pink. He really knows the length that his tether has.
Exactly, and then knowing how to effectively recover with someone with a weaker tether is really going to put a lot of mileage on your ability to stay alive here, because so far so good. Min Min staying alive, using the recovery as well, avoiding the scoops, up smashing in turn, and that's Pink Fresh first stock of this set.
Coming down from the Angel platform, swinging though, as Dex doesn't get the sweet spot though, and also misses the Wolf Flash.
Ooh, I love that mix-up on the Tomahawk up tilt.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Two stocks even a piece jumping into this now. Back in the fray, these two jumping around. Pink Fresh, even up close, I think just loves to play elusive. Like, you can see how hard it is for Dexter to really find a hit, because, man, oh man, is Pink Fresh making it tough. You can get a few hits here and there, but I mean, eventually Min Min's just going to run away from you, and those arms are a tough obstacle.
It feels like Pink is perhaps the best in the region at using space. Like, whenever he backs off, he's not doing it because he needs to collect himself or because he's scared. He's backing off because he can take command of the game from a better position. But right there, it is Dexter taking command of this one as he drives Pink Fresh off stage for an early stop.
That was so good. The pressure on Pink Fresh was insane there. Here comes a bit of a throw. Big Dragon Laser coming out, but Dexter easy to evade it with a couple of jumps. And now, yeah, I'm just going to... I have the lead now, so I'm just going to kind of be over here if you need me. I'm just going to run around a lot, kind of make it hard for you to really pin me down.
The danger with that is that Min Min doesn't need to actually, like, be there to actually pressure you. Like, Dexter's like, I'll sit in the corner if you want to sit on the other side, and we can just go ahead and, you know, you throw your laser, I'll throw my hands. I think mine are better.
Not to mention they both actually have a reflector.
True.
So, kind of tough for Dexter to even effectively camp Min Min.
Yeah, I don't think that Dexter is going to be reflecting too much of what Pink Fresh is tossing out, though.
Exactly. Those are physical moves. Mega Watt, that's going to hurt in the morning. A little bit of a bruised eye. Going to hit Wolf in his other eye. His good one. Pretty unfortunate.
He's going to have a heck of a shiner, that's for sure. Dash attack not connecting at this percent, but Dex is trying to go ahead and get these forward air to back air conversions. Not quite working out. Great DI by Pink to avoid that situation.
Yeah, a little bit further out, and Dexter might have been able to find it, but Pink Fresh living. And again, I like that dare stall. We saw it earlier tonight, where like instead of landing, he just kind of waits a second, and just that timing is enough to trip you up.
Just the two-piece on the Dexter's shield, and ever since that happened, he is forced to edge, neutral air, and then the string! Good God, Ram converting into that laser at almost max distance to take Dexter out while he was already in the magnifier. Pink Fresh showing no mercy, pushing his advantage to the limit.
Absolutely. Brutal stuff, and yeah, Min Min coming out on top. That's game one. Dexter needs to, again, go to the drawing board, figure out what works and what doesn't. He found a lot of, actually, both stocks he took in that game were pretty solidly found all around, but you just need a little bit more than that.
I want to go ahead and give a shout out to one of our folks in chat. He didn't say the Min Min may be a problem, but Pink Fresh may be a problem. The way this man plays this character is phenomenal. I don't see too many Min Min players be this aggressive and this willing to box against a character as prodigious as Wolf.
Min Min, very an unorthodox player in a lot of ways. His playstyles are very varied, but you gotta be able to avoid a lot of stuff like that. Nope, tethering, yes, that's death, my friend. The regrab is not gonna get you purchased, and Pink Fresh just kind of dying out the gate. And interesting how this stage was less open, because my goodness, out the gate, Dexter, this is an entirely different tune.
Yeah, you're just exploiting what Min Min does the worst, which is recovery and landing. So if you have no platforms to retreat to, it's a little bit harder for Pink Fresh to be as shall we say, elusive vertically, as he was used to in game 1.
Indeed. And there, yeah, punishing the up-close arms attack with a quick string of aerials. A lot of percentage on board, and Dexter's doing great at expanding his lead after that first stock. The percentages may be close, but you got to remember that entirely stock difference from almost immediately is a real game changer for Pink Fresh going into this game too, especially, hey, he's living. Eating my words.
I was actually holding my breath too. I thought that Pink Fresh was about to be down 2 stocks, but not quite. Now, how does Dexter actually get in to clean this one up? It looks like Pink is pushing it a little bit, like he's actually running in with grabs or trying to get a neutral air with a megawatt hammer. Not quite working out.
Oh,
the dash attack, though, not quite spaced properly, but look at the DI by Dex.
Keeping himself alive just a bit. It's so hard to really survive versus a lot of the onslaught of Min. But, hey, that's one. Hey, look, quick up tilt catches that second stock. Dexter doing great now. This is the change of tune that he needs. But before he gets hit in the back of the head from the megawatt, that is a sucker punch if I've ever seen one.
This is the grab right there is Dex, but Pink Fresh not missing a thing. He went low. I think he was trying to force Pink Fresh to get high to get hit with that enhanced dragon. You're going to hit another one? No. That is always the risk, is like you might be up a stock against Min, but she can legitimately take it with just back throw into any kind of a smash attack.
Yeah, the dragon with empowered state is absolutely devastating, especially if you have a kind of a linear or explosive recovery like Dexter do. Just holding that up smash for a second, making sure Dexter thinks about it real quick before committing to anything.
That laser might have done it again. No great delay in the tether by Pink.
And not really having the time or the wherewithal to really punish that wolf flash on the stage. The dragon laser trying to catch Dexter off guard, but not finding it either. Can you get the 2-frame though? Oh, Ram not quite finding it.
Neutral missed tech. No, great job by Pink Fresh knowing exactly what kind of a dangerous situation he's in, and that will clean it up. And suddenly, this is kind of close. 92%, like not quite kill percent right here for Dexter. But all Pink Fresh really needs is 1 or 2 situations right here, and he might be claiming the stock early. Dexter's exploitable recovery is vulnerable right here at edge. He has to claim some space, and he does. He's back to center stage.
Ooh, we're sitting here with bated breath. That up smash is not enough to take it. Dexter fishing for those back airs because those can do and will do the trick. But the offstage game is absolutely terrifying. And as you said, it is so weird in this game to call so many things with such big percentage disparities even. But like, yeah, this is even. Offstage is death for Dexter if he messes up once.
And you can already see him how terrified he is at this. He's like air dodging back to stage, gets hit off again. That's it.
Yeah, that is. It's just at that point, there's no double jump. You're that far off. Wolf doesn't have the horizontal there, and Dexter reeling in his seat, just like he was doing so good. The win was right there, but Dexter, Pink Fresh is so slippery.
What a comeback by Pink right there. It felt like Dexter was about to go ahead and take a 2-stock lead and perhaps go ahead and start his march towards a comeback, and Pink Fresh just bared down. He clamped down really hard in his defensive game plan, and now it looks like he's forcing Dex off of Wolf potentially.
Yeah.
Dexter, in potentially his tournament game, off of his main onto a secondary that we've only seen a couple times and none in the recent history here in Lucina.
He's gone on record to say that he doesn't like playing Lucina too much because she's boring, which is a very funny assessment. But at the same time, it is kind of ringing true. Like, she's good, but she can be very bland to some people, but you got to do what's effective, even if it's playing a little bit of a weirder character. And out the gate, I mean, it's kind of tough in terms of percentage, but got to hand it to Pink Fresh. He's putting the raw and ramen.
Down air into up tilt, so good conversion right there by Dex. Yeah, I'm not going to respond. No.
Best not to combat it at all. Just let it happen naturally.
Just let it wash over me like a wave. All right, so Lucina's struggling a little bit here to actually get in because this is a character that typically relies on just well-spaced moves. And, it's kind of hard to space against this character here in Min.
Indeed, Dexter is, I think one of the reasons why is Lucina has such a good recovery, she can just chase him off. And I think Dexter, honestly, or Pink Fresh was dead there, but Dexter just went off anyway, really trying to secure that stock. And it definitely does make sense because, again, if you have the mobility and you can kind of count on one of the biggest weaknesses of Min being the offstage game, then yeah, you can punish it accordingly. But this is, speaking of offstage game, no, barely not having the distance.
So this is why we go FD, is because when Pink Fresh tries to go ahead and just get away with something like an up B or even expending his double jump, Lucina can just chase you down. There are no platforms it's hard to get to. So this should be dead, but
Nice tech. Oh, no, but the follow-up, yeah, that's just dead. That's mass destruction, baby.
It feels like whenever you get hit with Lucina's up B, if you tech and hold the button, then you're going to get like your jump input where you tech away and jump, and that can actually easily lead up into a back air, which is exactly what Dexter is able to capitalize off of the stock right there.
So far, so good. Dexter, oh no, this could be a little bit dangerous. Yeah, the quick up B snaps the ledge, keeping yourself alive. And overall, this Lucina is a pretty smart solution. Because again, just if you can just gimp Min off stage, that's a low shield, by the way. You need to, yeah, Dexter's rightfully backing up because shield break will be death at this percentage, of course. But hey, it might be coming anyway. Yeah, it is.
Yep, just that laser. It feels like whenever Pink Fresh fires it off and then immediately fast falls down, it covers so much space that it's really difficult for Dexter to get around it.
Unfortunately, Pink Fresh looking like a wet noodle right now, just in the face of all these edge guards. It's looking really tough.
That's no double jump, by the way.
That's it. That really is it, yeah. Just a wet noodle getting sliced up by that sword. And unfortunate, but hey, Dexter's on the board now with his new solution.
Yeah, that was a picture-perfect assessment of what you need to do to exploit Min-Min's recovery. And Lucina's probably one of the best characters at exploiting this character's recovery. Just so consistent is Lucina, with forward air, back air, and neutral air being long, disjointed hitboxes that linger for long enough to prevent Min-Min from getting back necessarily. And whenever you're in that situation where you have to tether too, like you can just toss out a lingering hitbox like neutral air there, and what does Min-Min actually have to do?
So, Lucina, hey, it worked. We're in it. We got ourselves on the board. You gotta hand it to him. We talked about it, it's unorthodox a bit, and it's Dexter's secondary that he doesn't pull out too often, but if it works, it works. And since considering himself, he has one game on the board, he can take two more. And it's actually Pink Fresh deciding, hey, I'm gonna run it back to Final Destination.
I'm really surprised by this. It felt like Dexter was really using the stage quite well, and it did seem as though Pink Fresh was having a lot of trouble maneuvering without platforms, but perhaps Pink Fresh knows something I don't. That's the reason why I'm behind the mic and he's on the sticks for Grand Finals.
Exactly. He's getting payout tonight. It's just a matter of who's taking the gold. Lucina just taking control of center stage. Dexter understanding it, and I like that. Getting the punish there. Just carefully dancing around each other. The grab, the Empowered Dragon is on deck right now for Pink Fresh. What are you going to do, son? And just slowly but surely close the gap is the name of the game. And Dexter's playing it pretty solidly. All things considered. Like, even like, look at that. Like the tiny fractional shield, the split-second reaction there to understand that is just them getting hit by the megawatt in there anyway. But like Dexter's doing a great job at like really understanding how to close the distance. It's just unfortunately in some of those tight spots, the damage comes out and Min comes out on top.
So he's also closing the distance, but Pink Fresh is playing much more in shield. And that's how you actually beat Lucina. You shield her aerials and you force her to just get you out of that. You can't be comfortable in shield against Lucina. You have to basically use things like Dancing Blade and Shield Breaker to try to force them out of that situation. Otherwise, they can just go ahead and hold that button. But right there, down air into forward smash, not quite going to finish the stock. But yeah, it looks like Pink Fresh just did not have any resources to expend to get back.
All things considered, that really is Dexter's key to winning here. It's just, hey, I need to get you off stage, and then I just need to edge guard you because I'm Lucina.
That's kind of like the character. The character is just like, I will be consistent in neutral, but the second that I get you off stage or at ledge, I will demolish you.
Speaking of demolish, though, the laser of the dragon coming in clutch. That Empowered Dragon, super, super strong. And hey, this is one more game for Pink Fresh before he comes out on top tonight's champion. Dexter needs to bounce back, and so far this quick string telling me that he is down but not out.
Gets the back air. Are we going to get the edge trap? No. Great job by Pink Fresh, immediately snapping to the tether.
Trying to roll in to cover some distance, but it's the both moves now. Again, another grab. That's the megawatt. Is that the point blank? Barely living.
But we still have the Empowered Dragon. Does Pink Fresh have a jump? Or he doesn't?
A heartbreaker to go out in grands. Dexter lacking the jump, but Pink Fresh having the skill and the wherewithal to come out on top with the Min. That's 3-1 in grands. Excellent work to Pink Fresh.
So we were questioning whether or not this character would translate from offline to online, or online to offline, excuse me. And it looks like with a second place finish on Tuesday and a first place finish tonight, Pink Fresh is emphatically stating